Hey everyone, it's Cy. We're in Hartwick Pines State Park in beautiful Michigan. We're exploring some beautiful old-growth forest surrounded by red and white pines. And today we're going to be looking for the Kirtland Warbler and anything else interesting that we may find. So let's get going. The Kirtland Warbler is one of the rarest songbirds in North America. These beautiful creatures used to be endangered, with only 167 male birds left in the wild in 1987. Today, their total population is around 5,000 after conservation efforts were made. They range in central Michigan and parts of Wisconsin, and during the long winters, they hang out in the Bahamas and Turks and Caicos. Must be nice, right? Hartwick Pines State Park is known for its old-growth forest, one of the few in the state of Michigan, with its pines and hemlock up to 400 years old. It's also where we were told to start our search for the Kirtland. They are notoriously difficult to find and spot as they are small birds. I'm not a birder, but my dad sure is, and I offered to be an extra pair of eyes on his search to check off another rare bird in his bird book. We didn't do much research ahead of time, but we were told that the Kirtlands like to hang out around the Hartwick Pines area. We decided to go for a stroll on the old-growth trail and take in the summery forest greens. This forest resembles what Michigan forest would look like prior to the beginning of the state's logging era. It was pretty neat to see and experience, and honestly, it's always nice to be back with some big trees, kind of like seeing old friends. The breeze was cool and the air fresh. I feel like every forest always has something to look at, and this one is no different. We even spotted a few birds, a common yellow warbler which I wasn't fast enough to get on camera, and this eastern phoebe spotting also came with a bird lesson.
Dark head.
Yep.
Probably wags this tail a little bit.
Yep.
Eastern phoebe.
And it flew away.
After a chat with a park ranger, we had 2 more areas to check out. Next up was the Sable River. This area is located in the southeastern part of the park, maybe about a 15-minute drive from where we were. We learned from the ranger that the Kirtland likes to live in younger forests, so maybe we'd see it here. The trail intertwined with the river, and the younger forest canopy was definitely a bit more caved in on us. But we found new plants, animals, and unique things to look at. Every forest is beautiful. Unfortunately for us, there is no Kirtland here either. My dad and I had now been hiking all day, and the day was starting to slip away from us. We had one last area to check out on a hand-drawn map. The park ranger was kind enough to draw us a map to where they had been nesting this year. It was about 20 minutes away through a variety of country roads, and honestly, it was in the middle of nowhere. The park stopped taking visitors here 3 weeks ago, as that was the peak time to try to see them. The last known sighting was logged around then, with nothing new ever since. Honestly, the odds were stacked against us. But we had about an hour left before we had to head back and decided to try our luck. The landscape was noticeably scrubbier, with even younger short pine trees. We walked down a gravel road with Kirtland Warbler signs every 100 yards or so. If we were to see one, it seemed like this area was our best bet. And it seemed that fortune favored us that day. Just as we were about to turn around and head to the car, I noticed a small bird with a lightly colored yellow chest sitting on a very low branch, maybe 1.5 feet off the ground. I quickly whispered to my dad and asked if that was it. He excitedly answered back, "Maybe, I need to get a better look." And then we both caught a glimpse of it before it scampered deeper into the pines. A few more steps closer to the trees, and my dad was able to see and confirm through his binoculars that the bird was indeed a female Kirtland Warbler, and it was feeding its baby bird a worm. An incredible sight. Now, as you can see, these things are tiny, and they're rather quick, and I couldn't focus on the dang things fast enough. I'm sorry to say that he couldn't catch it on camera, so you'll have to take my word for it. But my dad was able to get some good looks, and us finding that bird for him made his day, which then made my day. To make it up to you guys, here's a time-lapse drawing that I did of the Kirtland Warbler. This visit is still the last official known sighting of the warbler this summer as they prepare to migrate down to the sweet tropics for the winter. And thus, victory beers were waiting for us, and it was time to go home. A well-spent day.
Yeah, went to the right-hand side.
Oh, I see.
Now went more to the right. Higher up, right above the pine cone.